Hi everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to day four of vlogtober. So happy that you are here, that you clicked on today's video. So Ava is down for her afternoon nap. It is just past 11, so I usually put her down between 11 and noon, just kind of depending on what we're doing that day. If she needs lunch before her nap, or today was a little bit early for lunch, so I went ahead and put her down and we'll do lunch after. So every day is just a little bit different, but this is kind of a normal nap time for her. So she's down for her nap. Last night she didn't go to sleep till after 8 o'clock, which is really late for her, and she still got up at 7, which is when she normally gets up. She's a little bit tired, so hopefully her nap today will be good. The past couple days, her naps have been really short. She definitely has FOMO. She has had that since literally day one. If she knows that there's something going on, or if she's missing out on something, she just does not want to stay in bed. She just wants to she just loves life and just wants to be a part of everything. So last night I was taking a bath and I had the monitor in there, I could hear her and stuff, but she just was not sleeping. So my husband, I heard him go in, and so he just played with her, and then when I got out she was still up, and so I just read her some books and put her back down, and she finally went to sleep, and she still got up early. So yeah, we'll see how her nap is today. But anyways, we went to Target this morning, just picked up a few things, and it's still so expensive, but I did get I got some the Vital Proteins, and that's $20. What else did I get? Just a couple other $10, $20 items, so that adds up. So yeah, that's always fun. Nothing fun, all boring things like cleaning supplies. Although, okay, I lied, I did get something fun. I love Chobani coffee creamer. It's the best. I love the sweet cream. Normally I'm vanilla everything. I love vanilla, but the sweet cream is so much better than vanilla. So we were out of creamer, and so I actually didn't have any coffee this morning. I made a cup. We literally had a drop of creamer. Ended up not drinking that, and I was I need coffee. So that's why we went to Target, and then I picked up some other things that we needed. But long story short, they had a peppermint mocha of the Chobani creamer, so I had to get that. So I put that in my coffee, and it's so good. So this is technically my first cup of coffee today. It's 11 o'clock. I'm glad I don't have a headache. I think I don't drink as much coffee as I think. I think I make a ton of coffee. I make 3 cups a day, but I only drink half of each, and then I let it sit for a long time, and then I've warmed it up too many times, and it's just gross, and I'm just gonna make a fresh cup. So I do that throughout the day. So I probably only have 1, maybe 2 cups a day all said and done. So I'm glad I didn't get a headache today, but I wanted to chat a little bit about my crochet sweater. I was working on it this morning while I was editing today's video that was posted today. So let me go get that sweater and talk about it. I want to make this pretty brief because I want to cozy up on the couch and knit and turn on a Hallmark movie and just enjoy my coffee and knitting and just the afternoon. Anyways, so I finished up almost the first panel of this sweater, and I have some things to talk about. So here is the panel, and obviously it's gonna be blocked out. Now the finished product is gonna be so nice. It definitely has a lot of stretch. It's going to be really nice when it's all said and done. I don't know how I feel, if I want to power through or put it aside for now. That's kind of where I'm at. So I had mentioned in yesterday's video how the pattern doesn't give you the stitch count. It doesn't give you how many you should end up with at the end of each row. It's just kind of a interestingly written pattern. There's a lot of grammatical errors and typos. And it was an $8 pattern. I have not looked at any reviews or anything, so I don't know if my comments are what everyone else is thinking, or if it's just my tired brain. I don't know. So I finished up the first panel. So you do 25 rows. So I did the 25 rows, but then you do a couple for this shoulders on each side, and then you leave a certain amount in the middle for the neckline. And so once I added all that up, which she still doesn't even say how many it should be, but once I kind of added that up, I realized I have one extra cluster. I'm calling them clusters. I don't know what you want to call them. I have one extra, so I have 16. I think there should be 15. So that kind of was a bummer, because this whole time I didn't know how many I needed to have. It's not going to be a big deal. It's really not going to be a big deal. It's going to hide mistakes really well. It's just going to be this big oversized sweater. So not a big deal. It's just one of those things I was oh, bummer. I wish I, knew from the beginning. And so now I'm kind of at the point where I'm not discouraged because I can I'll make it work. Like, it's not going to be a big deal. I don't know if I want to work on it right now or just put it aside for now. That's kind of where I'm at. But I just wanted to update you with that. But I think it's going to be, this is folded in half right now, but I think it is going to be a really, really pretty, it's going to be a really pretty sweater. And it'll be a good just layering piece. Like I said, you just kind of put it over. You just want a little bit of something, if it's chilly at night. But yeah, it's going to be really pretty. I don't know. So now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, should I just power through and finish it? But I really want to finish up the knitted blanket. I want to get a good chunk of that done as well, because the crochet along for that gingerbread blanket starts on the 16th, so in 12 days, so about 2 weeks. And I don't know how in-depth that will be each week, if it's just going to be one square week or how that's going to be. So I definitely want to, give myself time to work on that, because I really wanted to have that finished before Christmas, since it's obviously a Christmas blanket. And then I also have been working with this idea of this fun, very colorful blanket for Ava, and I kind of want to work on that as well. Just kind of design it and just have fun with that. So there's definitely a lot of fun, creative things to do with knitting and crocheting that I'm working on. So it's a good problem to have, but it's just not enough time. So I have to kind of prioritize what I want to work on. So the sweater, I'm I don't know what to do with this. And it's quick, this is day 2 and I've already got the first panel nearly done. So it's just, the pattern is just not written for me to understand well. And I think some patterns you understand really well, you just click with it. Some patterns don't, and it's just, our brains are just wired so differently in how we think and process and learn and read things. We're all just so different and unique. And so some patterns represent that. You might just click with one, you might not with the other, if that makes sense. So that's kind of where I'm at with this pattern. It just didn't really click. And yeah, it was $8, but it is what it is. It's one of those you can just kind of fudge and figure things out and make it work. It's not, it's something that just hides mistakes really well, and you can kind of just mess around with it to make it work how you want. So all said and done, it's going to be a good finished item. I just don't know if it's one that I want to work on now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it aside and get out my Mexican blanket. I have all the extra yarn in this bag. This is the one that I've been keeping my blanket in. The other day I got a laminator because I have these little activities that I'm doing with Ava. They're not, I guess they're kind of preschool, but colors and shapes, and she knows all her colors, she knows most of her shapes, she knows how to spell her name, she knows the alphabet, to sing it, so she can count to 10. So I'm just trying to do things to kind of keep her brain going. But anyways, I got a laminator to laminate all of her projects. My mind blanked for a second. So that I would go ahead and laminate this pattern. I typically don't print out patterns. I will keep them in a folder on my iPad, and it just works well for me. But this is one that, because it's such a long-term project, and I can just kind of write which row that I'm on, because I have to remember that. Anyways, I think I can show you this page, because it's just, I think it's her, I think you can see this on her website anyway, so it's not going to give anything away. But this is the blanket. It's just, I love it. I'm having so much fun working on it. But yeah, I went ahead and printed it off and laminated it. I probably won't ever do this with any other pattern. If I were to print it out, I'd put it in just sheet protectors and put it in a binder. But I had fun with it. I have been having so much fun laminating things. So anyways, all that to say, I'm gonna get out this blanket, work on it, just enjoy this afternoon, finish up my coffee, and do some knitting. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I finished up the Hallmark movie. I had started it a while ago and I finished it up today. Like I said, I love the Hallmark mysteries. They're just the perfect amount of like cheesy, scary. They're so fun. It's a cozy mystery in movie form, you know. I love cozy mysteries. Anyways, I have done 16 rows of the blanket actually, which I didn't realize I had done that much. So it works up pretty quickly. So I'm kind of determined not to finish this blanket this weekend, but to get a lot done this weekend. So that's going to be my focus. But this is what I have so far of the blanket. Let's see if we can lift it up. I'm having so much fun with this blanket. It's such a fun, it's such a fun, easy project. You know, I love the pattern. It looks so good on camera. In person, like, you have to kind of like blur your eyes or kind of look away, because when you look up too close, you can't really see the pattern as well. I don't know, but it looks really good on camera. But yeah, this is what I have so far of the blanket. So I am making some really good progress. Once you finish up with the whole pattern, then you pick up stitches and you knit a few rows of garter stitch, which that shouldn't be too bad, but that's going to be a project on its own for sure. And then obviously all of the ends to weave in, lots of ends. So that's going to be fun. But I'm making good progress. I've pretty much done from, let's see, maybe from here on up is what I did. From here on up, yeah, I think that's kind of what I did this time. And you know what? I think I'm going to put a little, see if I can find like a stitch marker or something to track my progress, just so I can be able to show you. So I'm going to try to get a lot of this done this weekend. So I think this particular vlog will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll put it up Monday. And just kind of do some clips over this weekend. So I'm just going to put this, just a little like locking stitch marker. That's just what I have. So I'll be able to show some, just let you know how much progress that I've got next time. So yeah, I love this. I'm really excited to be working on it, to be making a lot of good progress. This is a paid for pattern, so I don't want to give anything away. This also is another, okay, so this pattern was $8, I think, as well. So not a cheap pattern, but it's written so well. Like, this is how a pattern for me, like how this pattern is written for me is like perfect. Like, in my opinion, this is how patterns should be written. Now it's a blanket, so it's going to be very simple, but it just makes so much sense. She explains things so well. You know, I think it's maybe like 11 pages long, so, you know, a longer pattern, but it just simplifies it and it's just so easy, so you literally know what you're doing. So I love how she wrote this pattern. But anyways, I am making really good progress. I am close to less than 20 rows. Let me see my math, because I did about a full page of rows just now. So let me think what I'm trying to say, my brain. I have got like about 15 more rows, and then I repeat the chart. You just do the chart 2 times, then I'll do a chart repeat. I'm like so close to being done. Oh my goodness, I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done with this blanket. This is so crazy. It really like does not take long. This is just a few sitting down times to work on it. Like, I've only taken out a few times to work on it, so it works up very quickly. So I bet if I really like put my head down and hustle hard this weekend, I could get it done apart from like the edging, and maybe I could do the edging like next week or something, and then have this blanket done. That would be nice to have it done. But anyways, I'm making good progress. But I just wanted to update you, show you the blanket, show you what I did so far during Ava's nap time. But yeah, she is still sleeping. She's kind of stirring. Sometimes she stirs and then goes back to sleep. She's been out for about an hour and a half. We'll see how much longer she sleeps. But I'm going to go ahead and put this blanket down for now and just start the second half of the day. I am really grateful that I have this time to knit while she's taking her nap. I know that this is not very common, especially if you're working or there's more things to do, and you know, I'm not able every day to sit down during nap time. I'm glad to have this time today to just watch a Hallmark movie and knit, work on this blanket. Lots of fun. So I'll try to work on it tonight as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to really try to work hard this weekend. I bet I could get a lot done over the weekend. So we'll see. Obviously, I'm going to take you along and you'll see the progress that I make this weekend. But I think I am going to put aside that crochet sweater for now. It's not going to be, I can hear Ava. She might be up. The sweater is not going to be a no, but it's just going to be on the back burner for now until I kind of want to pull it back out and work on it again. Or if I have like the itch to like crochet a sweater or something, that's what I'll work on. But I'm going to kind of clean up my workspace, get everything kind of like situated, go get Ava, continue on in the afternoon. It is just about 5 o'clock right now, still on Friday. I have changed into sweatpants because I was like, I'm not wearing jean shorts all day when we're playing and just having a really fun day. As you saw, this play couch is our favorite toy we use every single day. We've had it for about a year now, and Ava just every day learns more and more about how to play with it and what to do with it. And obviously, you know, she is still little, so I'm helping her build, and I'm trying to learn different configurations rather than it just being like a climbing thing. So yeah, that couch has definitely been a favorite everyday toy that we use. Of all her toys, that's her favorite one that we use every single day. The cabin fever is real, you guys. Like, since May, I know I say this a lot, but since May, it has not been under 100 degrees. And even now, it's like, you want to show? Ava wants to show this. It's beautiful, honey. It's so pretty. You did so good. You want to show? Show. I love it, honey. You did so good coloring it. But it has been so challenging, especially the past, you see it? The past couple months especially. You want to show? You show? But I just feel like, you know, on the one hand, we do a lot. We try to go to the library several times a week. We do road trips on the weekends. We try to do a lot of things. So I feel like we do a lot, but at the same time, like day to day, like we can't go to the park. I just feel like I can't take one more day. So I think that has really affected like our moods and just feeling groggy and tired all the time. Like we just need to go outside. So yeah, every day it's just a challenge trying to keep her entertained. And because we're home inside all day long, the house just gets so messy. So it's just this cycle. And so I'm just so excited, hopefully for cooler weather. I think I'd said, I don't remember, but I think next week it's gonna start being in the 90s. So I'm so excited for that. But yeah, this summer has been brutal and we don't do screen time with Ava. So, you know, trying to fill up activities and do things throughout the day has been quite a challenge. But we are at the tail end of summer and I am so excited. So tonight, I think we're just going to chill. My husband said that he's kind of not feeling super well. He had a really bad headache this morning before he left and it just kind of got worse throughout the day. So he has a very stressful job. So I know that when he comes home, he's probably going to want to chill for a little bit. Ava's going to have an early bedtime. I'm going to have an early bedtime and my husband's going to have an early bedtime. So this evening, I hope to get just some cozy knitting time, work on the blanket probably. But again, like I say, I just knit and make what I feel like it at that moment. I might try to challenge myself, push myself through this blanket. And even if I did like 10 rows a day, I could easily get done within like a week. So that might be a good challenge actually, to see if I can get this done in a week. I bet I could. Although that doesn't include the border rows. That's not too bad. But anyways, it has been a day, a very good day, but we read tons and tons and tons of books all day long. We color, we play with our play couch, and I'm just so excited to be able to go outside. Because where we are moving to, it is still going to be hot, but you're still able to go outside and play. And like the heat doesn't necessarily affect your activity. Like it's just too hot to go outside. Like at 2 p.m. if we want to go outside, we can't because it's too hot. So I cannot wait. That was Friday today. We did have a really good day. I